Hi guys, this is DJ Pete. This is gonna be a second video for you to watch if you're interested. If you saw the first video and you found that interesting, then I'm gonna upload the second one and explain about some of the disco equipment that I've got, how I connect all my DJ equipment together, and basically and how I set it up. So what we're going to take a look at, now, or show you, is this is, if you wonder what this carpet covered type box, type box thing sitting on the floor, I will show you. So this comes in two parts. It's got not two parts. Comes in one part. So it's got a removable lid. So I'll just remove now this has latches on it, so that when you're transporting it into a car, or when you're transporting it into a van or the lid will stay on. It's holded on by hinges and some little side catches. So I'll just lift this up, take it off its hinges, and you'll see the lid here. Obviously, as you can see, there is tape around. If you're wondering what this tape is around the actual lid, I've had to do some slight repairs because obviously it's old and it's, I bought it second hand and there's had some issues with it, so I've had to do it up slightly. But hey, I suppose in the long run it gives me something to do. So I'll take the lid off. Okay, so what we've got here is we've got a CD mixer in a carpet covered box. Now these are called separates. So what I mean by separate is normally you'd have a mixer with CD players bolted in. This is all separate. So how this works is quite clever actually. It's actually very clever. So I will show you. So what you got down here is you got your two CD players. So basically these two CD players here, it's like an amp, but it's got two CD players, so left and right channel. So you got channel 1 and channel 2 for your CD players. So channel 1 will be on, I think, if I can remember rightly, be on the left hand side or right hand side, whichever. I can't get me left and right, but there you go. So yeah, I think channel 1 is on your left, or it could be on your right, but whichever. So you got channel 1, channel 2, you got on and off switch for your CD players. Now the idea of the CD players is, they connect to the back of the mixer, they connect to the back of these LCD screens. Now the LCD screens are basically, these are the things that tell you what track you're playing and what number, and also it'll allow you to pause the track, it'll allow you to speed the track, it'll also allow you to change the track from channel 1, it'll allow you to change the track from track 1 to track 2. It also allows you to you can also do like a mix. You can also change the pitch control on the side, so you can speed up or speed it down if you need to. Obviously you got your play and your pause, you got your rewind and you've got rewind and fast forward, which is like an old tape deck, and then you got all these other buttons which I haven't quite figured out what them ones do yet. I think some of them are like delays, and other ones are like repeat. I don't think you can repeat the track on this one, but there again, I'm not sure. So that's what these LCD screens do. They come up with numbers, and also also on here you've got an option of, because on the CD players you've got these little buttons here which indicate when you press these buttons in, the CD drawers will open and close. But if you don't want to press them on, if you're doing a disco and you don't want to be bending down to press the buttons down there, you could just press them up here because the LCD screens connect to the CD players, the CD players, sorry, on each channel, so that you can play the track. Now the only way you're going to get the LCD screens to work is by connecting them to the CD player. Now you're probably thinking, well, shouldn't the LCD players have a plug? The reason why they don't have a plug, because they don't need a power adapter. The only power adapter they'll need is it's called an ETH connector, which connects from the CD player to the two LCD screens. So I'll quickly get it out of this box to show you what an ETH connector is. Just bear with me a second. I will get it out. And I will find it. And I've got it. Which I do need to put this back in while I remember. So an ETH connector, I think I spelled it right, it's one of these. It's got 8 pins inside on both sides. It's got a little counterweight. They put that there so it's so when if it ever gets knocked, it's not gonna fall out. So that's an ETH connector, as far as I remember what it's called. Now, obviously, this is a new one. This is quite new because the last one that I had, it somehow broke by accident. So I've had to replace it and buy a new ETH connector, which it was cost about between 8 and 9 quid. So that wasn't too expensive, but I needed a new one because I was originally doing this box up and making sure the screws fit properly in the mixer, and for some reason I've accidentally bent one of the pins and they snapped, and then obviously it didn't work. Now the reason why you may need 8 pins is because I think to have 8 pins, I'm not technical, but I think if you got one pin that's broken, it'll cause a short, which therefore it is struggling to tell the LCD screens to read. So with all the pins intact, the LCD screens will be able to connect and work properly. In the next video, I will show you how you will connect. I'll show you how this works and how you put your CDs in, how the CD players work, how you load your discs, and how you take your discs out when you need to, and how to swap your discs when you're doing your discos. So thank you for this video, and on the next video I'll show you the back of the mixer, what inputs are which, and how you connect things together. Thank you, DJP. Sorry, I hope I haven't bored you.